I don't let anything affect my life in a big way. उसका salary इतना उतना है. I said, okay, mom, where is this going? I mean, I make my own money, and I think I've dreamt about Hrithik. I've dreamt about Hrithik. And then he said, like, he loves season 1. I'm like, what?
If you guys felt that Masaba Masaba was too cool to be true, then wait for the team to bring the house down with Masaba Masaba 2. I have with me Masaba and Neil talking about the second season. So guys, firstly tell me, what is the emotion right now?
This time I'm very nervous. I wasn't nervous in season 1 as much. Because I was like, it's the first time. नहीं चला तो बोल देंगे try किया.
Right, trial ball.
Trial.
Now it's proper.
Trial ball. Now it's a tournament. Like you're like competing with like the heavyweights. So now it's like, you have to prove yourself. And my mom used to call it like the first episode blues. She said when you do something for the first time, it's like banging and you put all your best ideas out there and then you're like, abhi kya karoon? Second mein kya karoon? So it's a bit nerve-wracking, but I'm also excited because I think it's going to be quite a surprise for people. Yeah.
And I'm not giving any spoiler, but there in the first episode there's a dream sequence, Masaba. But tell me, have you while growing up dreamt about any Bollywood star?
As my gynecologist, definitely not. But definitely not. But yeah, lots. I used to dream a lot about Prateek Babbar. I was a big fan of Prateek Babbar's. Like, I was obsessed. I think I watched Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na 3 times for him. And I think,
fun.
yeah.
Great guy, yeah.
And I think I've dreamt about Hrithik. I've dreamt about
great
Hrithik.
guy.
And then he said, like, he loves season 1. I'm like, what?
What can we expect from the equation between you both in the show in the second season?
Warm friendship.
Warm friendship.
It was real. But can we?
Friendship that's set on fire.
Oh yeah. There was I'm just going to take this opportunity. That one scene where towards the end, the last episode, and it started raining, and we were there. But the whole day, we had about 3 or 4 scenes to shoot that day.
Yeah.
But that day became only one scene because of the rain.
It was a night shoot.
It was a night shoot, and we had to keep tangoing. Arey ruk gayi barish, and then there's.
No, and the scene is where I'm like, we're chatting or whatever, and it's a very intimate conversation, intimate scene, and each time I would look at Neil, and then suddenly he'd like focus, and there'd be one drop of water on his face, and he'd be like, and then he'd look at me.
And the camera's this side, right? So you're not going to see this side.
So he was like, we were both sick of doing take after take because firstly, we were soaked.
Yeah.
I was soaked, my hair was wet.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to look glamorous, and I've come from my fashion show and my hair is big and everything, and by the end it was just flat and both of us are like, we soaked.
But it was great.
It was great. It was such a very interesting.
We spent the whole day just shooting one
scene.
So it felt like a film. It was just so amazing. And after a point, the unit also forgets their stress because now what's the point of stressing now?
But Neil, tell me, in real life, have you ever been friend zoned?
Yeah, I'm sure. So well that I didn't even know.
He's like, किसने किया? But why?
Why? Definitely why?
Why?
कई बार.
And Masaba, talking about Neena ji, tell me, working with her, how has that changed or altered your equation for the better or the worse? Have you guys been fighting on set? I mean, how has that experience been for you?
No, the only fight we have is I'm like, did you bring me lunch? Did you bring me something to snack on today? So she's like, मैं तो ये लाई हूँ but ज़्यादा नहीं है and all that. My mother's very like this thing about her food. So we actually are fine. When we are on set, we're like 2 actors. We're not even close to being mother-daughter. There's no advice pouring in about anything at all. If at all she finds something, then she will tell me at the end of the day at home. Like I remember she told me, she said, I think you're going too fast with your dialogue in one scene or whatever. And that's it. She said, तुम देख लो, तुमको ठीक लगता है तो तुम करो. I think that's great because otherwise if your mom is a mom on set, it's very difficult to get work done. So I think she respects that and I respect that too.
Also, Masaba, I wanted to ask you, has your mother ever tried to play Cupid in real life?
My mother once, I think she was very stressed out at like when I was 25, 26, that I would not get married because I used to not, like, I had all these girlfriends, I didn't meet any boys, I was not interested, I was like a waste of time, you know, and they're all so badly behaved, so I was just chilling, I was enjoying my life. My mother was like, this girl is gonna just like chill her whole life.
At 84.
At 84, I'll be like, yeah, you know. So she tried to set me up with somebody, by the way. It was very funny because she says, you know, he does this. वो भी काम करता है तो वो तुम्हारे काम के बीच में नहीं आएगा and all. I said, okay. And then she's like, but उसका salary उतना है. I said, okay, mom, where is this going? I mean, I make my own money.
But writing.
Yeah. So she's like, हाँ, but मैं बस बोल रही हूँ कि मतलब थोड़ा खटक सकते हो तुम लोग and इस matter में and all that. She said, but good family and all. She went into full Sima Taparia. I was just like, okay. And then my uncle was summoned from Bangalore. Said, you find her somebody because you're from the corporate world. She's like, I wasn't meeting anyone. And I went to a girls' college. So it's just like me and my 4 girlfriends just like chilling, going through life, like hormones, you know. And then suddenly she said, you find her somebody from a management institute. So I was meant to enroll myself in SP Jain Institute of Management to find a boy. I said, I am not studying to find a boy. Bye.
Wow, this is so funny.
It's fucking hilarious. It's so, yeah, Neena ji has played Cupid in a big way.
Neil, you tell me, how has that experience working with Masaba from the new debutante on Masaba 1 to the season 2? How has that journey been for her as an actor? What did you kind of notice?
My understanding of Masaba Gupta on this planet is that of the artist. She is an artist. And wherever she invests her time, it is good. Whatever, you know. So that's really fantastic. And there has been an ease from our first audition at Panchami's reading. First reading sort of a thing. And there was a newness and an awareness on how, you know, story is done and what a performance at pitch and all of that. So perhaps now, since you're asking me to think back, I think your comprehension time is reduced much more now.
Oh yeah.
Compared to perhaps you know, for season 1. So perhaps if you take, if one would take maybe 3 takes, now in 2 takes. But we generally do about 3 or 4 takes.
Yeah.
Average.
It's usually because of someone making noise or someone's phone going off.
I sat in on one of your scenes where you were on the telephone.
Yeah.
In the car. I can't remember at what point.
Yeah, was that in Mud Island?
Very nice, yeah.
Oh, that was the Wendell Sir's death scene.
Yes.
Yeah, you were there. You were on set that time.
And from first take to the 3rd take, which was the final take, wow, what a difference.
Masaba, now that you've taken acting as a almost full-time job, tell me, how has life changed? Because earlier you could be yourself, but now there's, of course, you have to look good all the time. There's PR, management, dates. How has all of that sunk in? Do you feel that pressure? Do you feel that stress?
Man, I'll tell you, the dates stress me out. Dates are just so stressful, and you know, I'll tell you this, that I don't let anything affect my life in a big way, you know. So even though things have become a lot more hectic now, I'm juggling 2 careers. Earlier I was like, I'll just eat whatever I want, I don't diet and all. And then I discovered that as an actor, it shows on your face, it shows in your body, and you can't be that person. So I've become a little better with like the fact that, oh, you know, tomorrow I could just have to do a shoot. Earlier it was like, you know, you plan it and you see when you do it, and I'm in office, I can be myself or whatever. But I'm still Masaba the entrepreneur. I guess I switch off, the lights are off, and I'm back to my 85 WhatsApp groups. Business plan, legal, the cosmetics, fashion, shoes, this, jewelry. It's crazy. But I see my actor life as something that is like, I view it from the outside. I don't get immersed in it because I think that it can mess with your brain. You know, I think you have to always keep it very matter of fact, because you know what happens is you think you've become an actor and then you think that why are they not writing about me as an actor? Why am I not being invited to this event and getting an award? You can have 100 questions. Why does this stylist not want to style me? And I still deal with it. I still deal with all of that. But the fact is that I'm just so much more secure because I'm like, it's okay. It's another life. It's another world.